Hi, we wanted to include this video for you in this email to help add some value to you. Obviously, we'd love to be able to work with you, get you some contracts, some leads, some good training, all of that. But even if you don't decide to come work with us, we want to be able to thank you for your time checking us out and also to make it worth your while. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on me quickly. My name is Tony Pomerico. I've been doing final expense about 5 years. I think some people would consider that a long time, others maybe not. Not to beat my chest, but just so you know where the information is coming from. My first 3.5 months in this business, I wrote about $89,000 of good business. And my first full year after that, I wrote about $228,000 of business adjusted after fall-offs. So really the thing I like about these numbers, it's not saying that I'm some sort of a super duper salesman, but it points to what I say is the #1 biggest differentiator in being a good agent versus being a rock star. And that #1 differentiator is consistency. Consistency is key. This is what I've shared with every single person I've trained. You have to have consistency. What does that mean? It means you're going to set yourself a schedule and you're going to follow through with it. It means you plan your work and you work your plan. It means even when you're having a rough day, full of no-shows, full of missed sales, you keep going on to that next appointment full of confidence, inspired to make that sale and to help your client. It means even when you're crushing your goal, maybe for the day, maybe for the week, you continue to work your appointments, you go out and you crush that goal even more because you're on fire and nothing can stop you. Consistency, it's unwavering. We can't take a break from consistency because then it's not consistency. So whether you feel like it or not, you just got to keep following the steps. Consistency is vital to success in a commission-only world. Think of this. You write $5,000 of business one week, you write $1,500 the next. You do it all year long. Or you write about $4,000 every single week, week in, week out. At the end of the year, you write either $169,000, or in the second example, you write $208,000. Or if you adjust it down, we say 70% of that is good business, you write either $118,300 or $145,600. And if you're at 110% commission, you earn either $130,000 or $160,000. $30,000 more in the second example, not by setting the world on fire, not by having massive weeks, but by staying consistent and following through. And I'd actually argue that writing less and doing it consistently is easier than writing more one week and less the next. And I say that because you're developing rhythm. Rhythm is where momentum carries you and everything starts to flow. You don't have to think about what you're doing as much, you just have to keep working that plan. I like to track my numbers every week also. It's a powerful tool. Basically, it helps me see what I need to do the next week in order to stay consistent from the previous week. I know exactly what I have to do. There's no guessing. It's right there in front of me. These are the steps I have to take to duplicate my results from that week. If I do that, my weeks typically turn out about the same week in, week out. What am I tracking? I'm tracking how many presentations I give, how many sales I make off of those presentations, how many door knocks that I do, basically how many hours that I work, how many hours that I call and try to set appointments for, how many appointments that I set. I'm tracking all of that. So I'm going to encourage you to track what you're doing, set a good plan, follow through with that plan. It's a small thing, and it sounds simple, and really that's because it is. So I challenge you to try it this week. Give it a try for 3 weeks. Make it a conscious effort and see what you think. It takes 3 weeks to form a new habit. So give it a try, 3 weeks, be unwavering, be consistent when trying it, track your results, and I bet you like how things start to flow. I bet you make more sales. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys.